Good evening and thank you for joining TV47. You're just in time for 4 p.m. news now with I, Sheila Chelangat, as I get you informed on what is happening in the world of news. We begin where the Director General at the Ministry of Health, Patrick Amoth, has assured Kenyans of a sufficient stock and supply of ARVs and HIV test kits in the country for at least 6 months following the U.S. government threat to hold any financial aid globally to the WHO. Speaking during the press briefing, Amoth has also revealed that 98% of Kenyans are aware of their HIV status and that they are on treatment. However, he has also revealed that the country is still lagging behind in terms of viral suppression, which is at 94% as compared to the 95% of the global target.
We are all aware of the numerous executive orders issued by President Trump, including the latest regarding development support to halting development support to the rest of the world. The U.S. government is the largest single bilateral donor globally. In 2023, the U.S. government contributed a whopping $72 billion as development aid to the rest of the global community. Kenya and the U.S. government have had a very strong bilateral relationship, and therefore we are cognizant of information emanating from the U.S. government. But I want to assure Kenyans that we have sufficient stocks of HIV commodities, be it antiretrovirals, be it the testing commodities. We have strengthened our supply chain pipeline in the last 1-2 years to ensure that at any given time we have more than 6 months of stock. We are told globally as a best practice that if you run a big program like the one we run, where we have nearly 1.4 million Kenyans on treatment, then you must be able to ensure that you have your plan B to be able to address any contingencies that would arise either deliberately or out of events outside your control. Out of this, therefore, we can be able to report a very strong and successful program, nearly about 1.4 million persons on treatment, and we are on target in our 95 global targets, meaning 98% of Kenyan population know their HIV status, and out of those who know their HIV status, again, 98% are on treatment. We are lagging behind in terms of viral suppression slightly. We are at 94% against a global target of 95%. And one of the biggest contributors to our failure to achieve the 95% in viral suppression is in regards to elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV. I want to appeal again to all members of the community, family members, to ensure that those who are on treatment go to the facilities to be able to receive their medications, because we have the medicines and the healthcare workers to be able to provide that service. Again, in terms of ensuring seamless service delivery, our prescription pattern for antiretroviral therapy is that we give you 3 to 6 months of medicines. So nobody should be able to miss their medication despite what is happening out in the global arena. That is for us to be able to discuss as technical experts. Our role is to ensure that we shield the patient who requires treatment and ensure that they continue to receive the treatment uninterrupted. As a result of that, at programmatic level, we have directed that the programs dealing with these critical strategic programs to be able to get weekly reports from the counties on service delivery, including ensuring that patients receive the services, the testing services continue, the antiretrovirals drugs are available and are provided, and ensure that no Kenyan who is in need of treatment misses. And that should be our clarion call, that whatever is happening in the global arena is part of this discussion that have been ongoing for a period of time, except now it has been brought to the forefront. What we need to ensure is that we continue to get our patients to receive their medications.
And away from that, President William Ruto arrived at Egypt's presidential headquarters on Wednesday morning and was received with full military honors by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. During his two-day state visit, the two leaders will discuss diplomatic, trade and investment relations between Kenya and Egypt. They will also witness the signing of at least 12 agreements before addressing a joint press conference.
So.
And former President Uhuru Kenyatta has challenged Kenyans to wake up and streamline policies that will help in resource mobilization and the need positively change the country. Uhuru Kenyatta's statement comes after Kenyans decry the withdrawal of United States from the WHO kitty that largely supported Kenya's activities. The former president is attending the East African Region Global Health Security Summit in Mombasa as the chief guest. The inaugural summit serves as a platform for strategic partnerships and knowledge sharing to enhance preparedness and response to health threats, including COVID-19 and Mpox. The three-day event brings together world leaders, health experts, policymakers, and industry stakeholders from the 14 member states of the East African Regional Coordination Center under Africa CDC.
The other day crying, oh, I don't know, Trump has removed money. He said he's not giving us any more money. Watu wanalia. Why are you crying? It's not your government, it's not your country. He has no reason to give you anything. I mean, hey, you don't pay taxes in America. He is appealing to his people. Shauri yenu bana. This is a wake-up call for you to say, okay, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Instead of crying, to jiulize, what are we going to do? Haya ametoa hiyo pesa, sasa tutafanya namna gani jameni? What are we going to do? Yeah? To support ourselves. Because nobody is going to continue holding out a hand there to give you. It is time for us to use our resources for the right things. We are the ones who are using them for the wrong things. Yeah? The bullets and the guns we buy, we're not given for free. We buy them. And we're not buying them to go and fight wars off our shores. We are fighting our own people. Hapa too. Yeah? Brother killing sister, sister killing brother. Over stupid things. We have actually lost more people.
And away from that and to the courts, where the High Court has today postponed the plea taking of 12 police officers charged in connection with the 2017 murder of baby Samantha Pendo in Kisumu County's Nyalenda slums. The suspects were scheduled to appear before the court today for plea taking, but will now have to wait for Thursday afternoon after the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions made an application to Lady Justice Muigai to allow them 45 more days to allow them to make amendments of the charge sheets.
No comment about the submissions you have made. I would request, therefore, humbly, that you allow me to retire, go through what the able submissions that have been made by all teams, and the file again if I missed out anything, and then tomorrow in the afternoon at about 3, I think I'll be able to deliver what I think would be the directions in the matter. Thank you very much.
Most obliged. Thank you so much.
My lady, will be virtual?
I need you to take a break. I want to clarify representation for IPOA. Festus is an advocate. Festus is an advocate for IPOA.
Who are you? I have a Mr. Inoti. Maybe you know him by first name, but what I have on record is Mr. Inoti of IPOA.
My lady, I don't think that was in doubt. I'm an advocate of over 11 years experience.
So I don't know who is Festus. It's you.
It is me, my lady.
Okay.
Yes, my lady.
All right.
I think Council was just trying to clarify he's not an investigator.
And to the world of politics, Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has told off his predecessor Rigathi Gachagua in the wake of Gachagua's remarks to President William Ruto to make Ruto a one-term president. Kindiki, who spoke during a meeting with Tharaka Nithi residents at his official residence in Karen, dismissed Gachagua's remarks as cheap politics that do not serve the interest of Kenyans. Kindiki said President William Ruto is focused on transforming Kenyans' lives, even if he doesn't get a second term.
There was somebody in this office. Today he's not here. Now he's giving us ultimatum from funerals. How he will make William Ruto a one-term president, as if that is an achievement. William Ruto's objective is not to serve for 2 terms. It is to use the time that God will give him in office to bring transformative programs in 1, 2, 3 areas and then leave so that other people can come and take Kenya forward. As his principal assistant, that is my objective too, to support him. So musikuja kututisha na one term, my friend.
All right, that concludes 4 p.m. news now here on TV47. I am Sheila Chelangat. Do have yourselves a lovely afternoon.